Hello everyone, this is Akuchi, back with some more Dominion. An unexpected match here. I'm got the opportunity to potentially promote into the B League. Um, yeah, I finished second in my division. I'm not sure if xyrix probably finished second in their C division. Whatever the case, we are going to be playing against one another in a match to decide who secures a spot in the B League for the upcoming Dominion League season. If I lose, I'll remain in C division. And away we go. I think first to 3.5 is the rules of the game. Okay, so we have Doctor. I have a 3-4 split though. There's also Alter and Expand for trashing. No hand size attack to pair with Alter gaining Lost City. Lost City and Enchantress looks like the draw. Could potentially bargain on turn 4. It's worth considering. I think I probably want to open Enchantress something. Just don't know what that something is. I could trigger a shuffle for my opponent. I don't think I want to do that. Wait, that's not what bargain does. It adds a horse. I don't think I want to add a horse. Um, yeah, let's just get a silver. This is pretty unfortunate. If my opponent plays Enchantress, I'm in a really bad spot. Yeah. If I draw a silver, I'm really happy though. I had 3 copper last turn, so I have a silver and an estate down there. Yeah, drawing estate is really sad. It might actually be helpful for me to be attacked if I manage to. Okay, never mind. We guarantee get an altar, which is lovely. That's exactly what I want. Citadel's gonna be great here, as usual. Um, Probably gonna gain Lost City. It just seems like the best thing to gain. We're gonna be helping our opponent out, but that seems inevitable. This is pretty terrible. Opponent just seems way, 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 way ahead. Aside from the fact that I got altar first. Well, this is awful. Let's pick up and expand. It's about as good as altar, but is better late game. All right, that was nice. Come on. All right. Potentially now. Like we could save expand for our estates and use altar on the coppers. We didn't get our enchantress in play. That means we have it there. We can probably play that to our opponent's enchantress. We don't have a lost city down there, I don't think. I think I'm gonna get a treasury. I don't feel the need to have another lost city. I'm kind of hoping that we get attacked here. Yeah. Treasury is pretty good with Citadel. We do need the money to afford Citadel, which I think is going to come from Treasury. So we technically have enough plus actions to play all the terminals that we want. But I wouldn't mind a pair of ghost towns. Yeah, I'm a little bit torn on which action we want to play here. As a pig, probably that one. Oh, we got really close. Really close. I can imagine wanting one more lost city. I think we might as well do it this turn when our opponent's guaranteed to have a good turn anyway. Then we'll probably stop at 3 lost cities and just go after treasuries at this point. Treasury also acts as a defense. Against the Enchantress attack. Better than having to play a lost city dead. Okay. So we don't have to play anything dead. Nice. Sweet. So here we can just get like 3 treasuries or something. Which seems pretty good to me. It's not an amazing card, but it can be expanded into province. And yeah, I don't think we need any more lost cities. Oh, you know what we didn't do? Oh no, we did play an Enchantress, I guess. No, okay, I missed it. I missed that, but that was good. Hopefully we can buy Citadel this turn. I think we will be able to. We have a lot of treasuries. So we each have an altar and an expand. We each have 3 lost cities. My opponent has 1 extra enchantress and has some ghost towns. Oh wow, okay. Well, this turn is guaranteed to be good. I didn't play an enchantress that turn, which is good news for me. Sweet. And we can play the enchantresses or the treasuries that we gain. I think Citadel will pay off. Huh. Am I wrong about that? I think it's almost guaranteed to pay off. Holding on to an estate has some merit, but I think we can make take advantage of Citadel enough for it to be worthwhile. So we're more trashed. I think we've trashed 3 copper to our opponent's 1. We just seem to have more deck control now. My opponent's got 2 enchantresses down, so we'll probably get closer to deck control. I'm going to expand like treasury into province this turn, I think. Oh, how does that work? Oh, interesting. Okay. Works for me. Yeah, we'll just go with double province turns, at least so long as our opponent can't follow. This was a good turn from our opponent. That double enchantress. Whatever happened to their ghost towns? Oh, they just had the one. Okay. That's a pretty good spot to be in if you can play double enchantress one turn and enchantress ghost town on the next. I definitely have the treasury advantage, and I have Citadel, and my opponent does not. So I'm feeling pretty good. Hmm. So now there's a question. Can my opponent threaten to gain 4 provinces next turn? Depends on what they gain here. Also what they buy. Trashing the ghost town makes their turn a bit less reliable. They have 5 copper and a silver, I think. It's pretty good, though. That is enough to buy province, with 1 to spare. In terms of piles, Lost City is easily piled. Nothing else is. Enchantress, still 5 left. I think if my opponent takes 1 expand and 1 province, that puts me in the toughest position. Oh, they can't do that, right? Okay. Okay. 2 expands. So it's literally impossible for my opponent to take 4 provinces. I think that means I just take 1. That's what I think that means. And then I think we take another expand. I think we buy the expand so we can top deck the treasuries. So our only question is, do we expand the treasury or the duchy? I think we should be fine to expand the treasury. I don't think I missed any sneaky pileouts. But yeah, regardless of what our opponent does, if we can get 3 provinces on our turn, we're gonna win. Yeah, if my opponent takes 3 provinces, sets me up for a trivial win. If they take 2 provinces, it sets me up for a trivial win. If they take 1 province, I should be able to win. If they take 0 provinces, then I try to get 3 provinces and maximize points on my turn. Okay. Easy peasy. Alright, and that's that. So get the first game, that was our start. Yeah. I don't think that really affects anything, as long as xyrix starts the next 2. Oh boy, what a kingdom. What a kingdom. Once again, we are missing plus buy. We do have stonemason for some extra gains. Seer draws stonemason. Only ironmonger provides plus action. Up upgrade trashes. It's a weird one. Do we go after minion at all? That's a question I have. I don't think so. I think we just need to be holding platinum and colony in the end game here. Don't think that plays nicely with minion, and there are alternatives. Opening seems a pretty simple silver ironmonger. I don't think I'm sad to have another silver. Maybe I am. Well, I am sad to have a golden sombrero. That's pretty unfortunate. That's gonna hurt. I think we take... Well, we'll see. We might be able to stonemason for something, but drawing 2 estates on top sure isn't very good. We need to not draw... I think no matter what, like, yeah, we can't stonemason for 5s. See, there's no way to upgrade farmland up the line because there's no 7 cost. I think it has to be upgrade here. But yeah, this distribution is really unfortunate. I guess we're guaranteed to have 5 again here. And there's a question whether we go for a second upgrade or a seer. I think I actually want a seer. Xyrix agrees. Seer's gonna help me do the like stonemason for 5s thing, which is where I want to be. What happened here? Turn 5 upgrade from our opponent. Yuck. I think I'll get a second upgrade here. Yeah, we're just like a half a turn behind the opponent because of the golden sombrero. I don't think there's any element in which our deck is better. Yeah, that's like an ideal turn, and we're just not getting our ideal turns. That's pretty nice. What else is down there? Let's go Seer first so we can top deck an upgrade. Yes, alright, we get there. Finally. Stonemason for Ironmongers. That's something I will do if I have the opportunity, which I do. I think that's what I want to do. So let's just keep following our opponent. The only good thing about farmland is that you can stonemason it into stuff. I'm content with the number of Ironmongers I have now. I've got one or more Seer and my opponent has one more upgrade. I might have a dead turn. I wonder if I should play this Ironmonger as a mole. I think I will. Yeah, we're pretty much lost now. It's pretty unfortunate. Okay. Oh, that was dumb. But it worked out okay. We got one copper trash and we have 5 seers now, I think. I think we're even on trashing, but I'm not positive. Maybe that was the first copper I've trashed. Could be. Actually, there's no plus buy. What was I even thinking with platinum? We are going to need colonies, but I think we might just buy a colony on our turn. I don't really see a big appeal to having a third upgrade. Um, we're getting to a point where piles are... I wonder if he actually has a win. If he stonemasons into ironmongers and stonemasons, no, that's not quite enough. Well, it's not a win anyway. Yeah, you need to play 3 stonemasons, which is not impossible for our opponent, but highly unlikely. But yeah, stonemason on upgrade to gain 2 ironmongers, and then stonemason twice on anything to gain stonemason, stonemason, and then stonemason estate, and then you can buy stonemason to get the last seer to empty piles. Or apparently you can upgrade. So here you need to play 2 stonemasons to gain stuff, which looks like is what's going on. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's sad. That's sad. It's on the back foot the entire game. After that sombrero. Hmm. Well, uh, not the best peasant board, but I'm sure it's still worth getting. Yeah, fisherman, peasant, I suppose. Not the best peasant board, though. I'm pretty happy if we draw a state and if we don't draw a state. Wow. Let's hopefully we can do what our opponent did. Yeah. That seems like almost certainly what we want. Triggers a shuffle. What's not to like? I do want Sanctuary. We could get yet another Den of Sin. Try to just keep this going. But then the issue becomes, what are we even discipling at that point? I'm still into it. Oh yeah, we're gonna be attacked here. This is not ideal. Do we want another Sanctuary? Yeah, I think so. Then we can start buying Peasant and stuff. In terms of what we'd like to disciple, I think the answer is Fisherman. Since we already have the two Sanctuaries. Probably a Den of Sin here. We'll keep the Disciple. We don't really have a good teacher target. This is a pretty bad looking hand. Hopefully we draw into some stuff. We will want a Horn of Plenty soon. Crown's in the Kingdom, so the Horn of Plenty split isn't actually that important. Changeling, that seems really bold. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's get a horn. It's a pretty bad turn. Maximally bad turn, in fact. Yeah, couldn't have been worse. Changeling can gain Den of Sin, I believe. Yeah. So it's pretty good for that. Hmm. Xyrix goes for a teacher. Interesting. I wonder if I'm too slow to go for teacher now. No, I think I'll go for teacher. Pick up another fisherman, maybe. Plus card on fisherman for me will be really strong. I think worth it. Um, there is an issue where I'm going to have two terminals, no villages. Guess we just won't play our soldier if we play our teacher. At the very least, we have 4 Den of Sins, even if our opponent takes the rest. Okay. Potentially we can have more. Didn't find our teacher, so we're a turn behind there. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking the last 2 dens. Actually, I think I'll just directly grab a horn. Kind of worried about piles. I just don't have a good feel for him. Well, that's not a very effective token right now. Okay, well that makes it more effective. feel like the pile risk is getting really intense. So with the port here, our opponent's going to be 2 gains, or 6 gains to end. Huh, that's potentially enough. They potentially have enough for that. Yeah, they definitely have enough for that. Because that's 2 buys plus Disciple and 4 Horn of Plenties. I wonder if this means I buy a province or something. If I can. If I even can. Oh, I've got a changeling also. Yikes. No, they don't have a changeling. Okay. Two Den of Sins are what they have in their hand. Yeah. Let's think about this. If they disciple to gain a fisherman, and use the Horn of Plenties to gain 2 fishermen's and 2 ports, and they buy 2 ports. That's not quite enough. But my heater turned on now. You're gonna hear it. It's very loud. But it's also below freezing here, so unavoidable. Alright, this is great. I think. Um, so I don't think I need to buy a province. So what do I want to buy? We have a fisherman down there. So we can get up to 5, 6, 7. Maybe peasant, horn of plenty, something like that. What did our opponent buy? A coin of the realm. What on earth is that for? It's kind of baffling to me. But I think I'm okay with these exiles. Peasant, horn of plenty, 2 crowns. Looks like pretty good gains to me. I don't even think I need plus card, to be honest. If I play all these dens. And I should play all these dens to give me some options. Oh, Crown Disciple. I actually didn't think about that. But I think that doesn't matter. Yeah, then we have quite a lot of gains available to us. Forgot about Crown Disciple. Maybe I should have thought longer and harder about, I don't know, whether or not to exile both coppers on that turn. So options for teacher. Plus coin is an option. It's kind of lame. I like Crown Disciple Crown as something to try to accomplish here. Are we even capable of getting province off of Horn of Plenty? If we call teacher, then we have teacher, peasant, copper, sanctuary, fisherman, den of sin, crown, Horn of Plenty. Yeah. So we definitely are. Barely. Disciple. Yeah. We could grab 6 provinces this turn. It's pretty hard to come back from. And our deck won't be falling apart anytime soon. Count again. Copper, Horn of Plenty. No, let's not count Horn of Plenty. We've got copper, den of sin, fisherman, sanctuary, crown, teacher, peasant, disciple. Okay. So even without, we're in good shape there. Yeah, overcoming 6 provinces is really hard. Especially on this board. You need like all the duchies. It's really hard. But if our opponent gets 5 provinces, we might be able to beat that. We might have to go plus coin on fisherman. Lots of changeling fun. Wait, what? Oh, wait. Don't I just win? I think so. Yeah, I can do plus card. I'm almost positive. Nothing got trashed. 3 copper and a peasant, plus I have a disciple. Yeah, that's a guarantee. I mean, it's probably a guarantee if I did plus coin, but I like being really guaranteed to win, you know? It's nice. I have another crown down there, right? I'm pretty sure I do. Alright, so we got that one. If you had taken one province, that would have been a much more complicated situation. But we are 2-1, but our opponent gets to start this game. Hmm. Well, there is Wild Hunt. There's Tower. Interesting. Destry is pretty good. It's not really good, though. Way of the Owl. There is Moat. No way to guarantee Moat, though. But it is still a thing. So I think we're going to open up with gear and something. It's a question of whether we want a second gear this early in the game. I think silver is almost unavoidable, and we might as well open it. If we're going to be doing it. Could play this gear as Way of the Owl. Doesn't really matter. Second gear? Probably. A little early for Advisor. Payload in this game is a little bit unclear to me. I don't like to see this. I don't like to see this at all. But our opponent got the same thing. Nah, this is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Well, we're going to get a second junk dealer. If our shuffles worked out better, I think we would have avoided a second junk dealer. Maybe we get a royal carriage. It's a little bit of like a halfway point. I can see that. Wow. See if Destry gets purchased. I think we have to follow. Dame Natalie's pretty good. Oh gosh. Uh, the play order idiot move. I don't really see any downside to playing that, but oh my. That's a lot of money. This turn is not nearly as good. Sir Michael is pretty good. Be happy to pick that up. We could play this as an owl. No, we can't. Alright. No, our junk dealer's down there. No. We cannot really trash anymore. Probably gear. This turn we don't need. We can just gain another gear. Doesn't really matter. Brutal. Ah. Let's draw more, I guess. Um, let's gain a moat, maybe. Dame Natalie is pretty good. I'm not going to hesitate. information. I don't understand that. What could possibly have happened? I'm really confused. Okay, so what do we have here? Keep. No plus actions. And lots of terminal actions. Oh boy. We have 2 coins in that other hand. Oh boy. I'm tempted to just play gear money. So we only have 2 copper in there. I think we want a wedding. It seems likely to be the thing that I want to do. I don't see a way to build. I mean, it's definitely possible to trash with count. I could have opened count, but I would have had to take a curse to do it. And then I would definitely lose key points for copper. Not a big deal, but... Alright, so we've got a difference of decision there. So at this point, I think we're going to get gears. Let's get 3 gears. Yes, we do. I think I'm just going to buy a lot of weddings. Maybe buying gold straight up is better? Not sure how much the 1 VP is going to matter. Like in this case, we could save a copper. If we just wanted to buy gold. I think I'm on board with that. Don't know how much the extra VP matters. Now let's assume it matters. We have the money. Let's use the money. Like having a copper carried over to the next hand is pretty weak. And we're gonna wedding another time. And now we'll province if we can. We cannot. We're in a wedding one more time. I'm just gonna buy provinces until I'm forced to do something else, I think. Well, no, we can fight over harems. They're worth quite a lot. Envy's really painful. Envy is really painful. Um, we'll make it possible. Wow, that automatic. Alright, this is good. I mean, it's not good that we're gonna lose this and that we bottom decked 3 golds, but you know. There are parts of this that are fine. I guess we're giving up on the harem split. Because if we set aside 2 gold, which we will do, we can still just buy a province. That's gotta be better. No gear. So next turn is gonna be terrible. Ooh, got that copper split down. Got a lot of skulks. I think I'm leading on gold, but we need to keep an eye on that. We could play the cursed gold. Don't think I want to do that. I think getting a gold is going to be worthwhile here. I'm liking my decision. And now we just go ham for provinces. This can be either a duchy or a silver or a wedding. I think duchy seems safest. It's like always going to be 3 points, and here we go. Alright. The simple thing won. I think that's a wrap. Right. So unexpectedly, but not unwelcome, we managed to promote into the B League. So we'll be starting up that season pretty soon, and also be concluding the No Terminal Mix tournament in the future. Until then.